very many things in performance go basically back to one thing: breathing. How to do it. How can you breathe a piece of music? How do you actually breathe to make a piece of music communicate? And not only to communicate to an audience, but also to communicate with yourself. Because when we're practicing in a small practice room, well, it's not always what I would say the most inspiring place to be discovering how to breathe. I mean, we become too used to it. And this subject goes into how to breathe a whole piece. For instance, even a composer working, every composer that I've ever played or heard has definitely considered breathing. Just think of Bach. Think of all of the works he wrote, the cantatas, all of the oratorios. It's all breathing. How do you sing this? How do you do it? Where do you take the biggest breath? How do you do it? Where do you take it? How long do you take it? Questions which are all important, but they are all in the music. And my experience has been that the greatest composers of today do the same thing. The greatest composers today, they actually also take in the way that the breathing must go of a piece. When I was playing and performing the second Boulez sonata, it was an interesting experience. That was in 1969 that I was doing that. And I remember doing it in London, and I remember the following happening. It is a wonderful piece, but a very complex piece, not only for the performer, but also for the listener. And this is an interesting problem, because this occurs quite often in contemporary music, not only with Boulez, Barraquet, another situation when I played the Sonata from Barraquet, performing that. My consideration then was, how does this communicate? How do I make this piece work for a public? And how do I make it work for myself? And I think this is so important. The amazing thing is you can discover all the things we've discussed in this music also. The way it's actually incorporated in the music. A composer thinks about these things, and that's so important. And I really wanted to make that point. Thank you very much for listening.